Raider Nation Live.
Raiders.
Live Raiders.
Okay, man. Yeah, we took it out, man. It was a hard fought win. I mean, we gotta fix some stuff. I think we had to, we'll get into it.
Raider Nation Live. Hey man, that thumbnail was dope as fuck, bro. I know who did that shit.
Put Marcus Peters up. Set Marcus Peters on the put him on the floor, not even the bench. Just throw him like one of those towels that they wipe their muckles with.
No, leave him at the fucking Everglades. Shit. Leave him out at the fucking crocodiles and shit.
Bro, you know he's playing like 15 yards off every fucking play. Even on the plays that he tried to tackle, he's like all Matador Supreme, bro.
Leave his ass in Miami. Fuck.
I know we should have left him in Miami. Welcome to Miami. That shit was fucking suck.
Fucking Jock Jones, I only seen him like one or two plays.
And he had a penalty. First play, he was in there, he got a penalty.
Did he?
Yeah, I only seen him in there like two plays.
What is number 18? 13. 18.
Yeah. 18.
Yo, this is Raider Nation Live.
Raider Nation Live.
Let's get it popping, low. Let's get it popping, low.
13 looked pretty good today, though. I think you just gotta give him the ball more, man. 13 looked pretty good today.
Who's over 13?
He didn't look too bad. 13 or 13 didn't look too bad. You know what I mean?
From?
Oh, the white dude. Oh yeah.
I don't even
bro, you see that one play, dog? He hurdled that motherfucker, dog. That shit was a big play, too.
Oh, man, you know, every time you want to catch, you just throw it to the white dude.
Oh, here we go.
Every
time you want a first down, throw it to the white dude.
He said every time you want a first down.
They should have been doing, but like they were just, I don't know, man. It was.
Let's go.
I think kind of forced it a little bit. Not a little bit, a lot.
I was a little shook right now. Raider Nation Live, we are in the building. What's going on, everybody? Welcome. Hi, I'm Dirty Low. We got Coach Gravy and we got Raider Cape in the motherfucking hail. Back from fucking border of Arizona and fucking Nevada. Nevada? How was your trip, bro? How was your trip?
It was cool, man. It was chill. I fucking Blackjack be good to me, dog. Blackjack be good to me. For
sure. Got some money to donate to the station.
Yeah, to the channel. Hey, with the new acquired money, why don't you get us some shirts?
I think I'm for sure going to that Vikings Raiders game now, dog.
Why don't you just go? Why don't you see? You got the bread now. Go to both. Go to the Thursday night game that we're gonna go to. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You got a spot.
He told his old lady already, if I win this money, I'm going to the game. I know he did already. Look at him smile. Look at him smile.
And then I fucking only started with like $60. I only pulled out 60. And then I was already all the way down. And my brother was like, just get your ass, get up already. Just get up. You're fucking losing. Get up. And I was like, nah, fuck that shit. And I got up, dog. Good, man.
There you go. That was a good trip.
Not like a fucking, great amount, but like, yeah, shit, more than 500. That's
enough to go to the game, huh? Enough to go to the game.
I got 700. I was 700 bucks. Came up on cool.
You put a couple back. I know you had to put a couple back, bro. You had to. Huh? I said, I know you put a couple bucks back too. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you get that big win and then you go back.
I had gotten up to like 850. But then I lost some hands and I was like, got down to like 700. I was like, I'm out. I'm hungry anyway. If I want to go eat, that was it. I was like, that's it. I was sitting there for a pretty good amount of time.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, it was a good weekend though, man. We watched the game over there today at Buffalo Wild Wings and shit like that. But it was just like, man, it was a good game though. It was a good game, but it was just those rookie growing pains, man. Now we're gonna have to see really how he's going to, that adversity that I was talking about. Let's see how we react. Another big game. He's against the Chiefs coming up, bro. But we'll get into this one for sure. I just don't like how they didn't. You can get into the chat if you want.
Yeah, we're gonna get to that right now. Gravy, how was your weekend, bro? I know you had to take off. I know Saturday morning afternoon we're supposed to do something, but got a little caught up and stuff like that. So how was your weekend? Everything good? Besides the obvious.
Got the wifey. Finally got something good to eat. You
got some good food. Not eating fast food.
Starving. Lost 10 pounds since she's been gone.
Yeah, shit. Oh. Yeah, I mean, my weekend was chill. Like Friday, I didn't do nothing but play some Call of Duty, and then I worked last night and shit like that. So good show last night. It was dope. Gabe called me. I was sitting there partying. Y'all see me. I'll send y'all some videos. But anyways, man, the score.
Let's go with the chat. Let's go with the chat because there's a lot to be said, bro.
Let's go to the chat. I'm gonna pull up the score. It was a loss. It was 13-20. We almost came close to my little thing that I was saying that we're going to keep them under 17 points, but hey, let's get the chat. We're going to get it going, bro. I've already started a couple questions because I've already seen a couple people saying some shit. I'm going to get to everybody, man. Thank you guys for pulling up once again. Be thankful for what you got, what you don't drink and drive. And shout out, Ja. What's going on, Ja? I'm going to get to everybody in the chat and I'm going to answer that question right there. Raider Mania, what's good, bro? Salute. Jack Jones will take over Marcus Peters' spot soon. Let's go. Raider Mania showing love. Chris, what's going on, bro? Hope you have a good one. Wild Turkey's in the building. Deloney, what's going on? We the People's in the building. Salute, bro. Salute. SoCal Style, what's going on, brother? Chris, I got that start. I will answer that. SoCal Style showing love. Raider Paul, let's go, brother. Salute. I told y'all. Shaking my head. Here we go. It's going to be a long night. It's going to be a long night.
Nah, that don't bother me right there. I told y'all. I mean, you told us that we were gonna get our asses kicked by them though too. So
and we didn't.
I mean, that defense looks for real, dog, for sure. That's one thing I can say for damn sure. That defense looks for real.
Yeah, we're gonna get into those right now. Chris showing love. Ready Gabe, I don't get to light green. Didn't get to light the green cigar. Oh, okay. Oh. I think he's talking about some weed. Anyways, Alfredo, what's going on, brother? Salute. Hopefully you're having a good one. I wish everybody's showing love right now. Gabe showing love in the chat. Hey, Gabe, how are you in two places at once? Sean, what's going on, bro? Salute.
Who is that? Is that an imposter?
No, is that an imposter? Is that an imposter? Eating some pasta? All right, shit. Anyways, no more Luminor, please. God, please. At left tackle, I agree. All right, man. So like I said, man, we're second. We're still second right now. I'm watching the Denver game. They're trying to push for it. There's like 2 minutes left, 5-minute thing. But even if they win, we're still considered second.
They win past because they have less losses.
Yeah, we're still in second place. So we're 5-6. We're under 500 now. You know what I mean? They're gonna lose. It was a tough game, bro. It was a really, really tough game. I thought it was a good loss. There's no such thing as, sometimes it's a good loss and stuff like that, but yes, gravy. There's no, okay, it's hard to explain. There's such a thing as a good loss because we stood in this motherfucker. We stood bro, the second half, we scored no points. They only scored 6. You know what I mean? It was an on-scoring game. We were ahead pretty much most of the time and stuff like that. But after the second half, bro, it was a wrap. You know what I mean? We kept them to 0 points in the fourth quarter, which they're the number one offense, number one red scoring offense, all this shit. And then they had their defense is ranked second or third. So for the rookie to do what he did, and there's a couple bad plays and shit like that. But overall, bro, I didn't want the loss. Nobody wanted the loss. It was a good game. It was a very good game for even as a loss. I think it's something to grow off of. And we were even Gabe was talking about that. He said at the last show, and I think I mentioned it too. You, Farrell, shout out Farrell, bro. He did that halftime show. I don't know if you guys got a chance to see it. I just clicked on it real quick, shouted him out real quick, but I didn't forget to watch the whole thing. But anyways, yeah, bro, I just I'm gonna accept the law. Obviously you gotta accept it, but I think it was a good growing point. We still got 6 more games left. You know what I mean? We still can't end up over 500. So, I know Gravy. Me and Gravy have been talking for about we talked about 2 hours about this already. So, Gravy, talk to me, bro.
I think total opposite of you, brother. To me, there's no such thing as a good loss. But you can have your own opinion.
of course.
If
Snoop, what up?
If we're gonna talk playoffs and we're gonna stay the things that we are, to motivate our self-conscience and things like that, we can't play the way we play today. We are offensively, we didn't establish anything. We didn't establish the run. We called bad plays on first down again. We didn't execute our passing plays. In a nutshell, I want to say more, but I'm gonna keep it on the low because everybody's telling me this kid's a rookie. This kid's a rookie, but I know the kid knows better than to do. It was ill-advised throw, the last throw of the game. It was fourth down, and you had nothing left. But dude, you had 6 yards to get. You could have thrown an out route on the outside. You would have had plenty of time to do that.
And
he did that 3 times.
I thought
he did it 3 times.
I thought the ball hit the ground too. I thought it did. I agree.
He did it 3 times. But the thing is that we're doing the same things on offense as we did before Bo was calling plays. We're not scoring points. When we get the ball back on defense, we're not scoring points that matter. And we have to come up from behind. Yes, we kept the number one offense, to a minimum. Their best receiver hurt his hand, but Tua was throwing the ball, dissecting us all day. They downplayed to us, in my book. Our defense did step up. Our defense is establishing itself, as far as I'm concerned, on these good offenses. But they could have did whatever they wanted to do against us if they felt like it. That 3 turnovers, we didn't do nothing. 6 points. With a team like that, we got to take advantage of that, and that is calling plays to take advantage. Shit, bro, there was one instance, and I know you both remember, 20 seconds went off the clock before we ran another play. What dictated that game? That game from the get-go was before halftime, when we could have scored. We had an opportunity to score, but no. Clock is ticking and ticking, wasting all this time. Nothing, not aggressive, not nothing. You get aggressive when, I have to win the game now. You're not experienced at that atmosphere yet, and nor is it time for you to do that when it's there in front of your face. You prepare yourself before that. And then when it's in his face, he wasn't ready. Ill-advised throw in the end zone pick. So, I don't see a difference on the way we were playing offensively. Yes, we played against 2 teams. That shows you the 2 teams that we played against weren't that good offensively. So, I want to say so much things about. I'll say this, that Aiden O'Connell cannot be our future. We have to get somebody that's a number 1 pick type guy, that's going to do something with that, because his growth, he keeps doing the same things. That throw where he just was on the ground and just flicked it, and that other offensive lineman, that was so rookie-like, but it's an excuse because he's a rookie. Nah, our defense held up again and got him nothing. You know what I mean? But that was a missed field goal. But just shit like that. You're depending on a rookie to save our season, and I'm getting very close to saying it ain't gonna happen.
Hey, shout out Chris. Shout out Chris,
me,
bro. I got your question started, bro, but I'll read it right now. I'm just gonna let Gabe say what he got to say.
I don't think it's more like that. I think it's more we cannot allow the way that the play calling today was just not conducive to helping out a rookie. You know what I mean? It's just not, bro. I think the other two play calls where you're giving Josh those 25 yards of carry, because all teams have been putting 8 guys in the box, 9 guys in the box, but for some reason the last 2 games, they found a way to kind of make it easier for Aiden to make those throws. And I'm not gonna give Aiden no excuses today. You know what I mean? He had a bad game, bro. Like it was bad. He had some good throws though. You know what I mean? That throw to DA. He did make some good throws that hopefully that can be more of a reoccurring theme type of shit. You know what I mean? All the time. But I just think that it's a little too early. I mean, he's 2-2. In his short little career so far, dog, he's 2-2. But it's like, what I want to see more is next week. You know what I mean? He had a bad game this week. You know what I mean? And I'm not gonna say two bad games is gonna kill a player either, but he does need to show better next week, or for me, because he doesn't have a whole season of a window of an opportunity to see if it's gonna work or not now, because he kind of needs to speed up the process himself too, because it's like there's so many quarterbacks coming up in this next draft, and there are going to be all of these questions always, dog. So we have to come big off of adversity next week, bro, because that's a game at home against the Chiefs, and I just think that this is one of those fucking times that we gotta just kind of chalk this one up and just hit the fucking film hard, bro, because we gotta see what is it, dog? That is are you staying on your reads too long? Are you what is it that's going on, and what can we do to fix it? I think a great running game, which what I wanted this weekend, but they didn't stick with it. But let's see what happens next week, man. I just think that it's still a little too early for me. Yeah. But it's
answer that question though, so we get.
Yeah, there's a bunch of stuff that I want to answer, bro. I'm not trying to be bad. I'm letting you guys say what you guys got to say, so we got to go for it. So Donkey's about to win. Yeah, I hear that shit. I'm showing love right now. I'm just catching up to everybody real quick. I'm just knocking these things real quick, and I want to read some of the things that people are saying. I got like 8 stars right now. Well, Chris asked a question, bro. He said low, and this basically pertains to Aiden. He says, I asked a question a couple of days ago. Aiden is making a lot of mistakes. He said in his post-game interview that he needs a lot of learning to do. I think he needs to do it from the sideline. At this point, Gravy was saying the same thing. Shout out Job Raider. He says, we did a great AP called out Bo to do better. Mita said that we were losing by 30. We was losing by 30, and we kept the number 1 offense at 20 points as the offense figures the dangerous. We could be dangerous and upset the Chiefs for sure. 6 by 6 by the bye week. Deloney's money says it was a good game. I feel like the offense didn't play well. Play calling at times was trash. The running game was never there, and Colton Miller was missed. Definitely agree on that one, bro. Regardless of the offensive struggles, shout out Raider Room. He says defense kept the team in the game, and interception rise by Ramsey at the end of the game was questionable. Yeah, and then Chris, I just read that question real quick. We the people said I expected it as far as what's the name is concerned. So he has to play against Vic Fangio defense, and this defense has always been good. So me and Gravy were actually talking about this. I kind of like that what he had said right there, because me and Gravy, when we're having the conversation, when I was on the way to the pad, he turned around and told me, I was like, look, everybody was saying that Vic Fangio coming over here for our defense, that's one of the guys that we want. This rookie going into his fourth game. I'm sorry, I apologize. Fourth game, because he's 2-2. Him going into it against one of the better, defensive coordinators that's been around the league forever, has a good defensive team with like Chubb. Chubb was fucking tearing shit up, especially on Illuminor. You know what I'm saying? He was in the backfield damn near after every time he hiked the ball, bro. But I was telling Gravy, if you got Bo Hardigree, which is a first time, you know what I mean, rookie offensive coordinator and also a rookie quarterback going into, you know what I mean, going into this game with all the players that they got, of course you're going to get cooked. You know what I mean? But he didn't get cooked the way I thought it would be, like well done type shit, bro. Like they schemed them up right, but they had this defense pretty much on this offense pretty much in check. They couldn't get the run established, you know what I mean, because the way he was bringing extra people up in the box, you know what I mean. And his secondary, they're fast, they're strong, and they know how to play the ball. I thought Ramsey lost a step, but Ramsey was on that ass, bro. So I was telling Gravy that, and Gravy had a rebuttal to it.
What happens when you throw it right to him, though? Hey, bro.
Stupid.
Ramsey's gonna catch the ball, we throw it right to him, and that's what his 2 picks were.
Yeah, that is true. Hondo, I just got another. I'm just gonna read these and I'll catch back up, bro. We'll be good. Hondo had a great intel video after the game. He said Bo Hardigree had to change his play calling because Vic Fangio changed things and added a few things Bo Hardigree had to hold back on plays needed. Don't want to give him another week yet. Let the vet play and give him an opportunity to change with his whole new mindset and attitude. I don't know if we're gonna bring in the OG, and I really, really doubt it. But
I'm very close. I'm very close to saying go ahead and do it. It's the same thing. Yeah. You might get a veteran not doing those throws.
Yeah, but I was on Jimmy G's
fucking side.
But
and he's throwing picks just like Jimmy G was. So what's the difference?
You're getting a mirror of them. You know what I mean? So
yeah,
you might as well see what you got with the rookie. So I ain't gonna go with fucking a mirror of a guy. But I mean, that's what I mean. So it's like, why go back to that when it's like we really got to see what we have here, because we ain't got to see what we got there. For me, that guy's what he showed us in the first half of this season. We should get rid of him after the season, no matter what. Now we got to find out if we got to get not rid of this guy because he's a rookie, but we got to find out if we're gonna have to replace him most likely in this upcoming draft. So the other guy, he's already done for me. He should have been, you know, he's a guy that should get in there if Aiden gets hurt. That's the only way. Like from here on out, because we gotta see if he is. If this is gonna be the guy. Like a lot of people do think he's gonna be the rookie. Like Gravy, you say he's not gonna be the future. So like we gotta figure out that middle ground and see if he is or not. Because with Jimmy G, I just think we're gonna go backwards. We're gonna go backwards again, though.
Yeah. Hey, Lotus says right here. I'm a little. I mean, well, like I've seen you around before, bro. Like, you know, shout out to you, man. Hopefully, you have a good night. But he says right here, Jacob needs to be benched, and so does Peters. I agree with you on Peters. Not about Jacobs. Jacob was a rushing leader last year. Why? Because he had that motivation. He's not showing that same energy this year. Peters is just garbage. I agree with you on Peters. That's what another thing I was going to talk about too. In order for an Aiden O'Connell to do what he had to do, and they even said it last week in the win, Jacobs was like, hey, if the rookie's having a problem, give me the ball. They could not establish a running game for shit. You guys got to remember, we were thinking that Colton Miller was going to come back. Luminor played shit ball at left tackle, right?
Yeah.
Left tackle, right. I'm sorry, I always get that shit confused. I guess I'm dyslexic or some shit. Whatever. But him playing left tackle, that's not his natural position. You know what I'm saying? And they were getting a lot of pressure off that side. Chubb was coming up, man. He was putting a lot of pressure on that side. So in order for a rookie quarterback to get comfortable with that play action, whatever or not, the defense has to be sold on it. If the defense isn't sold on it, that means because we're not establishing the running game. So that's exactly what happened.
These motherfuckers won.
They won?
These motherfuckers won again.
Yeah, they won.
Wow.
Just I don't get like right there where I think it was Chris Ariola. There's no way, though. Like that's the only thing that makes sense right now. Shit, like if that don't make sense, then I don't know what does make sense. You can't. So how are you gonna go back to a person who's fucking just who led the league in interceptions before Aiden? You're getting the same thing. It's not like you're going back, you know, and you're automatically gonna win games now because it's Jimmy G. He's fucking been trash too. Why would you go back to a trash? So you're going to replace trash for trash if that's what you're thinking. That's what your mindset is. If you're thinking Aiden's trash, So you're going to trace trash for trash because Jimmy just showed you what he was in the first half of the season.
What he's saying, Gabe. I know what he means in sense. He's just explaining it in a different way. Let me try to
break it down.
With this new rejuvenation of AP pumping up the guys and him being a captain and all this and stuff, maybe this environment changed him than being locked down as far as McDaniels or the way he was locked down.
Bro,
can you see that chance? And I'm talking from him. I'm not saying me. Keeping it in my thoughts. The kid keeps doing this. I don't want to hear playoffs. I don't want to hear shit. I want to hear, okay, let's do what we have to do with the kid, give him a chance, and then he got his chance, put him back on the bench, and then go get another quarterback.
Because you blame
that's what the end result's gonna be.
I cannot go with back to Jimmy G. Jimmy G is trash, bro. That dude showed me that
he fucked that up. He fucked that up because he went with the Aiden already. He fucked that up. He can't go back.
No, that too.
I understand what you mean.
What's going to happen is that if you try to go back to Jimmy, how the reports are saying that the players have taken over this locker room and everything like that, they chose their quarterback when the other guys were fired. So if you go back to Jimmy G, you're gonna get the same energy from that you were getting in those games before, because you already see that DA wants this guy to be his quarterback, regardless of the mistakes or anything like that. They don't want Jimmy back there, bro. So what you're going to end up doing is you're going to end up taking a step back, and I think AP is not ready to do that because he knows he'll end up losing some of it. Like, the fuck you doing? You know what I mean? Like, what are you doing? This is the guy that we wanted. This is the guy that, you know what I mean? What it sounds like they all came to an agreement that's what was going to happen when that got fired. You know what I mean? So that's why I'm saying we can't take steps back now, dog.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I
agree with you on that. You will lose players in the locker room if you go back to Jimmy.
Yeah, shout out Mike. He even said that. Yeah, if he goes back to Jimmy, that is very, very true. 9 picks in 4.5 games. Yeah, you know what? I said this to Gravy and Gabe before you got pulled up. We were talking about. I was like, Gravy was pissed. You know what I mean? And we started just laughing and shit. But I said the same exact thing that Gabe said. I said the same exact thing that I told you and Gabe told me the same thing. And I know you guys don't roast me for this shit because you roast me too. But look at Peyton Manning. Peyton Manning came in, even though he was a higher draft pick. He had, how many did you say? 26, 27, something like that?
26
interceptions. So like 17 touchdowns or some shit like that.
3 and 13.
Yeah, so 3 and 13. So it's like, I'm not saying that he is nowhere near Manning or anything like that. And I also stated to Gravy when we were bullshitting about it, I told him, I was like, bro, I said he had an established culture there. He didn't have people he wasn't the third string quarterback, anything like that. He came in, he was going to do this. The coach had him like this, so forth and so forth. They had it set up for him. This kid doesn't. Even though he's a super rookie because he's 25 years old and shit like that, he has a little bit more poise. You know what I mean? Look at Stroud, bro. Stroud battled today, right? You know what I mean? He had 3 interceptions. 319 plus yards, whatever, whatnot, 2 touchdowns and 3 interceptions. Barely fucking won. You see what I'm saying? So it's like,
you said, what did you say that? What did you say that's key though? What did you say that's key?
They won. Okay, Aiden O'Connell didn't lose the game by himself. You see what I'm saying? So that's the thing. You got to remember that this is not just a football. It's not one player. It's the team. DA didn't catch some balls. He dropped some balls. You know what I'm saying? Aiden didn't make some throws. Josh Jacobs wasn't getting nothing.
I see DA dropped 2 balls, but everything else was overthrown. Everything else was overthrown too high, too low, or he's getting sacked, or an ill-advised throw that got picked.
Yeah, what's the reason for all that? The reason why he was overthrown is because he was being rushed because the offensive line wasn't doing shit because they couldn't establish the fucking running game, bro. And you being the running game guy, that's what you want. That's exactly what happened. There's those three. That's the reason why the offense couldn't get off the ground, because they couldn't establish the running game against this fucking defense. And bringing Jimmy G in ain't gonna fucking change that. It's gonna make it worse.
I never said bring Jimmy G in.
Yeah. I know you're not saying that, but I know people.
I said, what's the difference? What's the difference?
Right now,
what we talked about. Me and you, we all said it on this podcast. We fucking said this shit. I remember this shit like a motherfucker. I would rather have the rookie look like a rookie and lose than have a fucking veteran look like a rookie and lose. You know what I'm saying? Because the rookie has fucking upside to it. He doesn't. I mean, because Jimmy's didn't continue to get hurt. He starts getting flustered. My back, my toe. Oh my clitoris, whatever. You know what I mean? He's gonna start saying all kinds of shit, bro, because he's old, because he's injury prone. He got a gang of money off of us, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying?
They have the same game, just one has a better arm deep. That's it.
Not that bad. I mean, he has a lot of upside. He has a better arm. I think he has a way better arm.
If Gabe admits that, he's just seeing the same shit.
But what I mean is, like, at least you're
seeing the same shit. You're seeing the same shit. He's just a better deep thrower.
At least with the deep shit, that keeps some. That right there, though, will keep at least some of it on. That's the one thing that I think is missing in right now in this, you know, in Jimmy G's fucking in game, because he had a couple of. He could have still been a starter here, bro. And I think if he would have just, you know, been able to have that, at least a little bit of that type of respect before the season. You know, I had some of that, had a little bit of that, you know, in his arsenal, like coming into the season. But since that was the knock on him even coming in, and people, you know, kind of held his feet to the fire, you know, the whole early of the season, and he just didn't prove anybody wrong. You know what I mean? So it's at this point that the book is out on him. You know what I mean? The book is out on Jimmy, and it's just like, this guy, at least, you know, it's his fourth thing. So who knows? He could surprise you next game or something like that. But I really am interested though in, you know, now the adversity starts. You know what I mean? Now you got people. You know what I mean? Some people, you know, very few, because I haven't heard much, but some people want to go back to Jimmy. You know what I mean? Some people want to already, you know, start looking for, you know what I mean, the next future quarterback and shit like that. But I just think I want to see how they perform this weekend at home, dog, against a team that's had our number for years. So this is a big game, dog. This is a big game to be able to show, like, yeah, we went into a, you know what I mean, a fucking a road game, 10 o'clock in the morning game, you know what I mean, with the rookie, you know what I mean, and it's just you know, against the number one defense, and no excuses, but, you know, it's like we were there, but it's just we played a bad game, you know, penalty wise. We know we were getting penalties on crucial downs. You know what I mean? We won the fucking turnover, you know, or we tied, I think, in the turnover or whatever it was, but we were able to get turnovers. It's just that that's why I'm saying, like, with the rookie quarterback, you know, if he's making mistakes like that, and you're you know, losing the penalty battle and stuff like that, you're not being disciplined. A lot of the times, it's going to take an effort like that of your defense to even keep you in the game, in which they did. You know what I mean? That's why I take my hat off to them. But
what up, Mike?
It's like that. Those things hurt us today big time, and Colton Miller not being there also hurt us big time. He needs to get his ass back on the fucking field, dog.
Yeah, I agree. We knew. See, this is the thing. If we weren't expected to win and stuff like that, and we lost it, bro, we were the underdogs off top. They had us getting fucking smoked all the ways across the board. There was only one person that actually went for the Raiders, bro. Like, only one. Everybody had us beat. Yes, we got beat, but not in the fashion that we did. They fucking gave up the ball a lot. The defense was all over the fucking place. And when it comes down to it,
they are a top 10 defense.
They're top 10 defense, top 10 offense, and we kept them to 20 fucking points. I'm not. There's no moral victories, but that was a good fucking game, bro. But I really, really did not like the way Bo was calling screenplays, and Gravy made a good point. The screenplays are supposed to work, but the way I see screenplays only working is if a defense primarily runs zone. This defense, Rick Fangio's defense, even if you look at Denver's defense when he was running it, they run primarily man. You know what I mean? And so these guys, they have Xavier Howard. What's the name? What's that one number 4 kid? I can't even pronounce the name. I don't even know who he was, but he was all over the fucking field too. And he was pressing the shit out of anybody that he was guarding, whether it's Mayers, or fucking Renfro. He had him fucking blanketed. Then he got Ramses too. You know, I always say Ramses because I think of fucking But anyways, but if you look at it like that, the only way that the fucking screens really work, the way screens, in my opinion, and I could be wrong, and most likely I am, but I don't think I am. The way the screens work is if they're playing zone, because they're backed off the receivers, they're not fucking pressing on them, and then you can turn around and get the blocks because they have to come up, and then you can make a decision of going the outside, inside, or between the middle, depending on how the way the blocks look up. And a lot of these passes, they're on first down, like Gravy pointed out, bro. That is horrible. That was bad play calling. I don't think they should have been doing them screens, because if you go, man, you have to you got to get mismatches or get them pick plays, crossing routes, shit like that. That's how you beat man. You know what I mean? Zone is a little bit harder, but you got to find those windows. But in this situation, Fangio just manned everybody up and brought extra fucking people pressuring the rookie, and you've seen exactly what happened, bro. That's just my little, you know. I could be wrong. Most likely I am, but you know.
I believe that Aiden can get the job done, but I still don't believe he's the guy yet. He still needs to prove that he's going to do that. Like, I have confidence in him because I want him to succeed, but I still don't believe he's the guy. But my take is that we got to go with him just because we got to see what we have, bro. There's only a short period of time there's now 6 games left. You know what I mean? So it's like we got to see what we're going to end up having. If he's not going to be able to give us anything, you know what I mean? Then, like, not anything, but like if he's going to just be a guy that's, you know, a guy, you know what I mean? Just a fucking middle of the pack guy, or even lower, you know, lower end quarterback, then there's no need to, you know, keep him around. Maybe keep him around as a backup or whatever, but you got to move on. You know what I mean? You got to move on and stuff like that. But do I think that he can get it together? Well, I do, but I think it's going to be answered really quickly coming up here, dog, and you know what I mean, this next week, because that's a big game, dog. That's Kansas City, bro.
Piz was right. Piz was right. I didn't see it. Go back to Pizzle. I didn't see a difference there today. They looked just like last time.
It kind of did, yeah.
Like, and if he wants to if he's that type guy, then you're not going to win a lot of games with Aiden.
Yeah.
Aiden has more potential and to be a better quarterback over that offense than what he didn't look as free. He didn't look as comfortable. And it wasn't the blitzes, it was the play, it was the calling that this guy was doing to him. You know? And I think the way he was throwing the ball in the beginning, right off the bat, he's done that. He's ran, he's thrown. He's ran, he's thrown. He's never mixed it up. He's never been 50-50. So he didn't give Josh a chance to get, you know, 20 carries or you know, start moving.
Yeah. That's what I was mad at the whole game. That's what I was mad at the whole game.
That's what he needs. That's what he needs. He needs to start moving. And it was like, we throw the ball, he threw a pick. 3 and out. 3 and out. Not aggressive. You can be aggressive.
What I noticed he was doing, though, it was like
run the football. Yeah,
like he wasn't keeping it balanced. What was mostly happening is that he would throw 4 or 5 in a row, and then he would try to run 4 or 5 in a row. Like, bro, you got to keep it balanced, bro. Like, you got to keep them guessing, like, here, there, here, and there. Like, it was very not predictable, but like it was just like plays in bunches. Like he was trying to go, you know, pass, and then run. Like, come on, bro. Like we got to mix that shit up, you know, to keep the defense, you know, kind of a little honest and on their heels. And you got to feed. That's what I've been saying. You got to feed Jacobs target early, because those guys are not going to want to tackle him in the second half, bro. Like, and it's just, especially with that humidity over there in fucking, you know, in Miami, dog. You want to try to run that dude over these fucking guys, but I don't think they allowed him to today. But I think they'll get back to that in this next week, dog, because I think it's going to take and the first quarter was perfect, dog. We kept them off the field. You know what I mean? We kept them off.
Super chat by D Menace.
Oh shit!
Look at
The
D
first one. Let me
Menace. What's
screenshot
up,
it. Let's
boy?
screenshot it.
First one, I'm fucking
Screenshot, baby. First one, let's go. Let's go. Thank you, brother.
50 cent, bro. They do that 50 cent.
Yeah, we got to break that down. So between three of us, they take 70, they take 30%. So we all get 32 cents.
They'll accumulate. They'll accumulate.
Yeah. I'm just talking shit. Shout out, fucking D Menace.
Anyway, D Menace is the man. What's up?
Yeah, look at it. I'm over here blushing. Nice. Appreciate it, bro. I'm blushing.
Yeah, but I just think we gotta see that. We gotta see what's good with.
Then
this
we got
shit,
lowered his feelings over there crying and shit because he got a.
It's so beautiful. Nah.
We gotta figure out if
like I said, bro, I couldn't do it without you guys, man. Come on now. Anyways.
Well, what do you guys think about this? It was like Bo was saying like he always thought or AP or Bo was saying like we was ahead of the game, like we were gonna do something that was gonna win this game at the end or something, and then like he was playing like he wasn't playing. What was this aggressive, open interview? We ain't gonna be this way, type shit. This game, what were you? You look like timid. There wasn't no punch in the mouth like I was talking about. Wasn't none of that. You're trying to match speed with speed, and we ain't got that. You know, and maybe you think you're smarter than them or something, because that'll work. But it was just off and on type. What type of team are you? You know what I mean? What type of team are you? Do you want to be? You can't decide that in one game. You got to do it. Either one team or you're like this, and then Bo was all over the place, bro.
Yeah.
It's like what Gabe said. He was all over the place.
He didn't call a good game. He didn't know how to adjust. He didn't know how to adjust on the fly. And he couldn't plus he was limited on players too, bro. But I'm sorry.
Like that double reverse in there.
Stupid. You do that when that's aggressive.
Yeah,
that's knocking the top and winning a game right there.
That was he overthrows it. I agree with you there. Fucking
that was the slowest flea flicker I ever seen in my life.
And it worked too, but it was like he was wide open. All you gotta do is drop it in there. That's a touchdown.
Yeah.
But another big call though was Corey and Bennett's fucking illegal contact on 3rd and 11. Yeah. That was big. You know what I mean? That shit hurt us big time, bro. You know what I mean? That was like, damn. That was a sack, bro. That shit was a sack. They were gonna get all the way back, and it was just gonna be, you know what I mean? But that was a big play. I don't think there was an interception at the end, to be honest. I think we should have still had time on the clock and still been able to go more. But I kind of think, that ball hit the ground, especially when they showed the replay multiple times. I was like, that shit hit the fucking ground.
Shout out Raider Room. He sent me something right now on IG. He sent me a couple videos where it shows like the ball hit the ground. And I said it too, but it like the backside angle where he was like coming, I guess from our sideline, whatever. When he was coming down, you see that it came out, but you couldn't get a clear view, bro. You know what I mean? You couldn't get a clear view and shit. So, but yeah. But yeah, he sent me. I didn't believe that was 1-2. I think we should have had another shot too. Oh shit, we got another super chat. Almost forgot Gravy's cut.
Look at the comment. Yeah, but
we just gotta.
I do that, man. Appreciate it.
But I think I don't know, dog. Just for some reason, I know Kansas City beat Miami and all of that shit or whatever, dog. You know what I mean? Kansas City's a good team. Don't get me wrong, but. Feeling we're gonna it's still early and shit, but I think we're gonna bounce back, dog. I mean, we didn't play a ugly game this weekend. I'm not gonna say guarantee us winning next week's game, but I will tell you that I think we're gonna show up big time next week. And I think Aiden will have a better game, dog. Like I'm not gonna say a superstar game, but I think he'll have a better game. I think he'll bounce back from this adversity. And if he doesn't, then you know what I mean, then we can finally start, that criticism where we got to start opening up our eyes, dog, you know what I mean? Because this shit is it's not like I said, it's not a big time, sample size that we're gonna be able to get with this guy, you know what I mean, especially with the quarterback class that's coming up. You know what I mean? So we got to be sure, you know what I mean? And I think this game is gonna be one of those games that you gotta show your heart, bro. You gotta show that you're gonna be able to be a guy that's gonna be a starting caliber quarterback in this league, bro. I know it's just his fifth game, and everything, dog, but you gotta look better. That's why I'm saying I don't want to see you as a seasoned veteran in this next game or anything. You just gotta make better decisions. You know what I mean? Not throw into traffic, and we just gotta do what you did in those other 2 games, dog, where you were more, a game manager, while you're learning. You know what I mean? You're game managing while you're learning, dog, and then eventually you're gonna be able to have more easier throws like the one you made to DA today and stuff like that. So I just think it's, we gotta kind of not simplify the playbook, but we gotta simplify the onus that we put on on him. I just think that, bro. That's all. I think that's all we gotta do, and I think we could.
That's love, Dolphins fan. He's love.
Yeah. You came through talking shit, bro. But hey, it was a good game, bro. Like, you're respectful, bro. Appreciate you.
I don't think he's playing around.
Yeah. Rams caught the ball, the bobble the ball, and the came down in the possession. Yep, I hear about that. Raiders 75-28. 2 words, clean house. It's stupid. I'm gonna get to these star chats that I kind of passed up, but we the people said I like AP, but that dude hasn't called a play in 3 games. He doesn't even have a sheet with him at all. I noticed that, bro, but I don't know if he's that coach. I don't think he's that coach to do play. He's
the type of coach that's gonna go probably recommend something like, okay, let's kind of have a run heavy type of drive this drive, but he's not that guy. That's not why they chose him, dog. That they chose him to be the leader of the fucking locker room, the leader of the man, dog. Like, you know what I mean? That's why you got an offensive coordinator, defensive coordinator, and all that stuff, and he just brings everybody in line when they need to be. That's it, dog. And he has that respect. So I think. Obviously there's coaches out there that do that, but those coaches are the guys that end up the play callers, anything. They just have basically like a defensive coordinator if they're a defensive minded coach, or an offensive coordinator, almost like a token type thing. They only have them there to be an extension of them. But in this case, I don't think we don't need that out of AP.
Yeah. I'm gonna get to this next one real quick. Deloney
said
right here. What's that?
I'm pretty sure he'll get some good. If he is, he deserves it with the way he gets the team. But you're gonna have new guys in there, a lot of new guys in there again.
Yeah.
And if he could get the guys that he wants, and plus the new guys, I'm pretty sure his relationships with people, he'll get some good guys around him that could call better games.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, the same thing too. That's what we were talking about a little bit last week, where we were saying if he ends up coming, bringing in his own people, then what's going to happen is either Bo's going to kind of slide down, get back into his back quarterback position because he already has the camaraderie, or I guess you know what I mean. They've been through battle together, him and Aiden. If we stick with Aiden, or depending on who we get. But Deloney says right here, if we lose this weekend coming up home against the Queefs, I doubt that we will win 5 in a row, and that's going to be a cost at AP's chance of becoming the head coach. This weekend, I think, determines the season. That is a good point, Deloney. That's a good point right there, bro.
I don't know if this weekend determines it, but for sure, we can't get swept by the Chiefs. I think that's going to be a big part in his evaluation at the end of the year. Obviously, we have to win other games too, but we cannot get swept by the Chiefs, though. I think that's one thing that Mark Davis will probably hold over his head if he does get swept by the Chiefs. So we got to figure out a way.
Real quick, bro. Thank you, Raider Room. Shout out, Blunt Fun. We might need it against the Chiefs next week, but you never know. Any given Sunday, man. Shout out to Raider Room, man. Appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you.
Raider Room, thank you.
Yep, yes, sir. I have another star comment right here. Loyal to Sale says, I'm gonna say this last. If we get Jim Harbaugh, which I'm rooting for, you don't want Harbaugh to come in and try to rejuvenate Aiden if his confidence level gets destroyed. So sit him for the season, for the rest of the season.
Sit him and let him season.
Yeah, sit him and let him season. Let him cook. Put him back in the oven. He's not done.
Just go, I don't
I'll tell
want
you this. I'll tell you this. I'll tell you this right now. If you get Jim Harbaugh in here next year, you won't have Jacobs, and you probably will have
you won't
DA
have
bitching to get out of
you won't have Aiden because I think Jim Harbaugh will do anything to try to go fucking draft McCarthy.
Yeah, I'm thinking that too. Lawrence Satorio again says Harbaugh's been waiting, wanting him. Harbaugh, I've been wanting him for 4 to 5 years. We can get a chance to jump on it with Mark Davis. We'll see what happens. I'm not necessarily sure.
He overdoes his welcome, bro.
Yeah,
he overdoes his welcome at places.
It's gonna be another rebuild, dog. That's the only reason why. Like, not the only reason, of course not, but that's the main reason why I want them to keep this to work, dog. I want this to work because we'll still have most guys that are still part of this regime. You know what I mean? Well, like not regime, but like this locker room and all that shit. You're not gonna get a new, minded coach where they're gonna, want to switch shit up because I mean that's understandable for any new coach that's coming in. But for me, it's like that's why I don't want like a new coach. I want this shit to work out that bad because that doesn't, because if we do, dog, like obviously, I think we can make it could possibly turn into a move that maybe, turns into maybe winning down the line. You know what I mean? Of course, I'm not saying that, but what I mean is like it's going to end up taking another rebuild. So we're going to have to, take a couple of steps back to end up moving those steps forward, which I don't think we're not like if AP can kind of right the shit for the rest of the season and just like even get like 8-9, 9-8 type of record, end with that, we can have a chance to keep him and get maybe some more guys that he feels more comfortable with in the development of like the offensive line guys or like more coaches, more positional coaches, who he thinks is going to be able to come in here and develop guys better. You know what I mean? And just it's going to be he's going to be familiar with everybody in the room now. He already has that respect from these players. Another coach is going to come in and have to earn that respect from the players. You know what I mean? So it's like, especially with this day and age, bro, I don't care who you are. You could beat Jim Harbaugh. You know what I mean? It's like you're going to have to earn that respect. So it's like, that's the whole reason why I want this shit to work, because you don't have to go through that full rebuild again. You just got to retool. You know what I mean? Like retool, get some, maybe choose like if Aiden's not the guy, you go get your guy. And then, all the free agent money, you go get the pieces that you might need. Another linebacker, another offensive lineman, another defensive tackle, something like that. So that's why we need this to work, dog. Like the whole nation, we need this shit to work, dog, because I think it's a fast track to, getting on that winning fucking side again, bro.
This was just one loss in AP's young career of coaching, and it was a loss that Aiden is gonna get, man. You're a quarterback. People have these expectations for him, and I do too. But I expect bad things. But there's a point, Gabe, in me where you should know by now. Moments should be, you know what I mean? That it wasn't a defense you were playing last week. Close to that, maybe in the back end, in the secondary, but not outlandish defense as far as pass rush is concerned, like the Jets were, and you did a good job at that, and then you changed into this pick throwing, rushing, holding onto the ball too much, time clock in your head isn't run, not aggressive type quarterback than you were last week. Is it off and on? You got to keep that switch on all the time the same way, And I just, I understand he's a rookie, and you keep telling me that, and I understand it, but I have to tell you and drill it that he should know better by now. We shouldn't give a guy 8, 9, 10 games or the end of the season to realize, hey, he made a mistake, and then replace the dude. That's not. You got to do it. You got to say, hey, you got to stop. Just like when we said McDaniels will throw Aiden under the bus. You got to stop throwing picks, dude.
Yeah.
You have to. You know, quit throwing into double coverage. Quit doing that. We know it's the old guys' offense. You were good at it. You were successful at times at it. You showed it real good last week. What happened this week? What did you see? So obviously it's a better coordinator you're facing again. But I just think that, you know, there's room for Aiden to correct these things. But the greatness that we want to have as a quarterback, you know, like we had all this greatness for Derek, right? That he need we were making excuses, or we need a defense. We need a defense. And you're hearing this shit right now. Oh, Derek Carr had this defense, we would be winning. You know, we would be this and that.
Defense in fucking Orleans, and he still fucking sucks.
And we still got it. I am not a Carr lover anymore. But
why are we even? It's halfway through the fucking season. You're talking about this guy.
But I'm gonna tell you this right now: if this guy keeps doing what he's doing, expect more games to be lost until he gets all this turnover stuff under wraps. And we just can't pinpoint it on saying, "Oh, it's the offensive line. Oh, Colton Miller's hurt. Oh, we didn't give the thing to JJ. We didn't give the ball to JJ. We got to. Aiden is more involved in this offense, number one, than JJ is. So that's the guy we got to roll with.
I'm back.
So I mean, I agree with you.
Like excuses like that. It's just fourth only game. Everybody's had that, but he's had a pick every game. So what's the difference between a seasoned veteran throwing 10 picks and a rookie throwing 10 picks? They should know better. They should know better.
He didn't throw a pick against
football,
the Giants.
And if you know football, then you know what I mean.
Hey Gabe, you scoot over, bro. You're like halfway like this. You're like this in the camera. Like something like this, huh?
The other way.
I'll be like this. I'll be like this right here.
It will go like this.
No,
caras.
Gabe's got a beard.
One eye.
Gabe has a beard now.
Take your hat off, bro.
Move it sideways.
Oh, went out of frame.
Gabe was
out of frame.
Gabe was looking at me. Do you see his? Gabe was like this.
There you go, champ.
There we go.
Boy kisses and shit on the halfway.
Oh shit! I forgot to put on my makeup, dog. Like, I gotta put on my touch up.
Oh, hey, I gotta put on my filter. Hold on. Hey, we all gotta put on filter.
A little darker.
Hold on.
A little darker, bro.
Hold on. Let me go. I'm gonna go strong. What are you? You're going super? You're going very strong, or
very strong?
Natural, bro.
Natural. Okay.
Let me see.
Go very strong.
The background? No. It's on the camera, right? Yeah. Right here. Ooh. Oh, you like that? Clean. Look at that. That's super strong. Look at that.
Super shit. Strong. He even give you jawline and everything.
I'll let you go.
He's a gangster.
Hey, you
raw.
I ain't saying a gangster. Get your ass back on stage. I'm gonna see if I can put some filter on you, bro. Let me see. I didn't even know there was filters on this bitch. Oh, I can't.
Don't put no filters on me, bro. You know, that's copywriting. That's a copyright right there, bro.
It's a copyright?
Yeah.
Fucking so stupid.
Defamation of character, dog.
Defamation of character.
Yeah, bro. You can fucking sue you, dude. I'll send a letter to your pad, bro.
Oh shit! Check it out. So it's about an hour in, man. We got like 50 people in the building, man. It's a good thing, man. Thank you guys for pulling up. We're not getting out of here yet. Just wanted always at the hour, top of the hour. Just like to give a shout out to everybody, man. Just that we're here, stuff like that. We did lose 13-20. We're still second in the AFC. We're still in the hunt, in a sense. You know what I mean? I don't know how fucking puts this into contention with Broncos winning right now, which I think they're still basically in third place because we beat them, even though we have the same record.
We're tied with fucking Broncos now.
Yeah, no shit. That's crazy. But yeah, man, we're here, man. Just thank you everybody for pulling up, man. Hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't subscribed, and go to Gravy's channel. We're trying to get Gravy to his 500 mark. He's at 102 right now. Go to Coach Gravy on YouTube.
I was 104. I lost 2 subscribers already.
Oh, did you? Well, that was the last time I checked. I don't check every day, bro.
Just about talking about Aiden O'Connell. I lost 2 subscribers.
Dang, yep, there it is. That's probably what it was, bro. And then also you can subscribe to me right here on YouTube. It's Raider Nation Live. That's us, all of us together. You can follow me on IG at Dirty Low. You know what I mean? So yeah. So we're gonna get back into it, man. I'm about to light up here in a second. I'm smoking on some gelato, some Rainbow Gelato 33. Let's go. But anyway, let's get back to it, bro.
Fucked up situation. They kind of left AP in. I mean, he started off, with the team under 500. You know what I mean? 2 games under 500. You know what I mean? So it's like you gotta kind of we can't look at the overall score at the end of the year. We gotta look at his record while he was here. You know what I mean? What was he able to do while he was here? So I'm not. That's why I know playoff is the ultimate thing that we want to get to, but. You know what I mean? It was an uphill battle from the beginning. I mean, with the taking over a 3-5 team, you know what I mean, that a lot of people were kind of writing off from a long time ago. So shit, some people never even had them. Some people never even wrote them in. So it's like I just think that now it's that it's we got to switch that narrative, bro. That's it.
Look. We already knew that we're going to lose a few games. We already knew going into it we had a rookie. We already knew that we had a fucking rookie offensive coordinator. We knew all this shit. So this is something expected. You know what I mean? And even though it's expected, it's not as bad as it seems. If we would have got blown out 3 to we didn't get blown out 50 fucking points. You know what I'm saying? Touchdown. Yeah. So by a touchdown, by 1 point and a bad fucking play. A bad interception, a few bad interceptions. That last one, whatever. I think a lot of it's going to have to go back. I remember Sean sent me something and he was excited because, and we've talked about it here before too, that a lot of reports are coming out saying that the players have input all the offense. That's cool and everything, but in a sense, just because you're getting, I don't want people to get it misconstrued. Just because you're getting suggestions doesn't necessarily mean it's going to work. There always has to be somebody leading that ship. You know what I mean? Somebody has to be, somebody has to be leading the ship. So there has to be a final say on what we're going to do and how the game plan is going to be considered, moving forward on every week, on every opponent, because everybody plays games differently. There's different players with different attributes. So you got to adjust to who we're playing. So for me, them not adjusting the right way and trying to almost call the similar plays that they did with the screens and shit like that, we don't have the speed for that. We don't have the right players for that. We don't have the right offensive line for that. And also right quarterback, because one of the things about the quarterback, he was getting the ball out in less than 2 seconds. That's the fastest in the fucking NFL. That is insane. But going back to our Tua. Yeah. They're number 1 across the board, bro. Across the board.
2 seconds, their fucking receivers are 20 yards down the field.
Yeah, exactly. These guys are fucking. They're Miami Madden, bro. That's what somebody had said that shit, man. It's Miami Madden,
bro. They run 4 fucking. They practically run almost 4-second 40s. That means in 2 seconds they're 20 yards down. 2.4 seconds, whatever they were saying. They're 20 yards down the field if they're ready to go already. They're like, damn.
Mm-hmm. But I think
I'll give it to this defense for holding that down.
Yeah,
they let up their points, but that's fucking tough. That's tough to do, bro. So Graham had these guys dialed up. He had the perimeter sewed up. They didn't get no outside runs, which I was afraid of, and they sewed that up, man. Diablo was over there. Masterson was over there.
I'll put it this way. If they can go and fucking win a national championship and show that he has the fucking grit to do it, then let's see. Maybe. But he's never won shit while he's at Michigan. So, I mean, why do we want to bring him in here? Let's see if he could even fucking win the big game. Like they're sitting right there. They're undefeated. They got a big game this week against Ohio State. Let's see if they could even beat Ohio State this week.
I doubt it.
Yeah. Hey, it's a trip. Shout out Chris. Yeah, we're third. I don't understand how that's happening.
Because they're 5-5, they have less losses.
Yeah, okay.
We have the same amount of wins. They have the same amount of losses. Because they have their bye, we haven't.
Okay. So
we got to win this game right here, so that way, now we're, if they lose, no matter what, we can't fall behind in the bye week. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. No, I agree.
Don't get me started on Peters. Don't get me fucking started.
Should have been left in Miami. Buried in the sand.
Fucking left him there, bro. Yeah.
I thought this Jones guy was gonna situate that.
He
did the same thing that Jalen Smith came in. He just came in to put
a couple. Yeah, he only played two. I think he won't get no significant time, so maybe a week or two from now, or probably. You know what I mean? They're gonna get him real acclimated, like during that bye week. I think he still won't see a lot of snaps this week. But now, once he comes back after the bye week against, who would it be? The Vikings?
Yes.
Against the Vikings.
That's a good notation by Dolphins for Life right there, Gabe. Yeah. He had one and he dropped it.
For real, bro. For real.
Yeah.
For real. I mean, he's the only guy getting his hands on the ball. He read that shit perfect too.
Yeah, he sure did, bro. That's Life is being kind of positive, bro. I thought he was gonna come and roast us because he said that he was gonna come over here on Monday and see us all crying and shit like that. It's like, well, we're not live on Monday.
I think it's because he thought.
He lucky I ever told him to take the under on that shit. See?
Yeah. Shout out Dolphins for Life, bro.
Won a lot of money. We did that with no 13.5 win. Come on, that's crazy.
Shit, if I was that number one deep, if I was the number one offense, we were the number one offense, and they were able to hold us like that, dog, I would have respect for their team too, dog. Like, it's just like, because that shit's hard to do. I mean, not a lot of teams have done it to Miami this year, and it's like, but we'll see if that shit has to continue. That defense can't let up, and we have to just keep getting better. And but the offense, now it's, again, the same question again. That they had a couple of games there where, they came out on top. The second game was ugly too. It was kind of like the ugly wins at the beginning of the season. I think that the first win got us, excited because we scored the 30 points, but he needs to show up now because, it's two games now where I know there were two good defenses, but I mean, if you're going to show that you want to be at least a fucking, a potential, maybe the franchise guy for this team, then you have to come up with these games. Like, you have to, even if you lose, at least if you lose, you lose in a shootout, then at least we can mark that off. Like, okay, he can hang. At least he showed he can hang with like a Patrick Mahomes or something like that. But he needs to do it. He needs to show it for sure. Because these are the games that he needs to show him in.
Yeah. Hey, I seen this right here. We can learn something. Shout out Alfredo, bro. We can learn something from the Chargers. I almost threw up in my mouth when I said this, but we can learn something from the Chargers. Look at Staley, bro. Staley has lost so many fucking games for the Chargers, and they still stick by him, bro. I think they're fucking stupid, but I think the fucking loyalty and the understanding that they're trying to build something, you know what I mean? I think it's evident. You know what I mean? I think he's gonna get fired sooner or later, but I don't think. I mean, like, bro, he's lost them a lot.
No, they're talking, bro. They're talking.
Oh yeah,
they're I think they're waiting. I think they're waiting because they say supposedly that was a rumor already. I don't know how much truth there is to it, but if the Patriots decide to go a different way, Bill Belichick will be, I think, first in line for that Charger job.
Nah, he's gonna go to Washington.
Okay. Dolphins for Life said, I said if y'all to win, y'all had to turn us over, turn the ball over. You know what I mean? And Jacobs had to have a big game. Jacobs was no show. Very true. I'll give you that, bro. He was nowhere to be found.
Jacob was a no-show by way of his offensive coordinator, not by JJ.
They handed the ball off to him 5 times in a row, bro, or 3 times in a row, like 2 times. So
how could you expect to get anything done when you know what's gonna happen?
Oops, what up? It's a part of the game, though, bro. You even said this, bro. He goes, you're either gonna run or you're gonna pass. And if you're gonna pass, you're either doing this or you're doing that. It's a repeat league. It's just different setups, different schemes. It's the same shit. Right?
You're gonna run or you're gonna pass.
You're gonna pass. You know what I mean? It's football. When you get to football and then you pass.
I don't know who you was talking to, bro, but it wasn't me.
Okay, no. I'm not saying like that, but it's a
that was some dumb fuck on Madden or something. That was some dumb fuck on Madden.
I don't know that shit on Madden, bro.
You're either gonna run or you're either gonna pass. Nah, fuck that.
You got one or the other.
One or the other. Or you kick the ball.
Nah. Come on now, bro. Give me
one. I'm not saying what I'm saying is that like the fact that this is the game. It's either you run or you pass the ball, right? But you have to deceive. It's deception, RPOs, fucking play actions, all these different things. In order for the play action to work, you got to run the ball. And in order to run the ball, you got to make sure that the secondary is backed up a couple yards so you can actually get to the second level. Getting to the second level, you need an offensive line. You see what I'm saying? So everything goes hand in hand with everything, and it's mismatches. It's trying to find the open spot in the field where nobody's at. You know what I'm saying? That's what this game is. So if you turn around, if they're stacked against the fucking run and you have a run play and don't have anything to fucking audible out of, and you stick to it, and especially with the offensive line being the way it is on that left side, where you're gonna try to run for a first down on 3 and 4. With fucking Luminor's getting tripped up because he doesn't know his footing because he's so used to the right side, bro. Shit like that's gonna fucking happen. And that's exactly what happened. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's.
I think he just sat on because he's an unathletic fat ass. That's what I think.
I just think we had a chance at the end, dog, and it was a game where two teams, you know what I mean? They were just a better team today, and next week we gotta stop shooting ourselves in the foot, dog. You know what I mean? Especially like on plays like that where you know what I mean, multiple plays where you can get them off the field or shit like that, bro. Like those are wasted opportunities, bro, because they went straight down and scored a touchdown on that drive, after that 3rd and 11, bro. You know what I mean? So it's like that was big time, bro. Like, you know what I mean? You take the ball away from them, you're keeping the ball away from them. That's another strategy, that we were trying to implicate. You know what I mean? That's one of the keys that we were saying, keep the ball away from them. And doing those type of things, you keep them actually on the field instead of the opposite. You know what I mean? So it's like those things hurt when you already kind of are a little bit behind the 8 ball when you're starting a rookie. You know what I mean? In his 2nd or 3rd start. You know what I mean? So it's like you kind of have to make up for those things. And we talked about this shit, dog. Like we can't be. Games have to be for us right now because he is a rookie and because he was kind of like thrown in there. Like I believe in him and all that shit, but you still like. It's going to be tough games when you're making mistakes like that, interception wise or penalty wise or just anything like that, bro, or turnovers wise, like any turnovers, like fumbles or anything like that. Because sometimes it's not just the quarterback, you know what I mean? So it's like anytime you have a rookie quarterback like that, you know what I mean, and you're kind of depending on the defense, you know what I mean? That can't happen, bro. You have to play clean games, and those are some of the things that they have to implicate all week. Some of the things that they have to emphasize all week, bro, because discipline will win you a lot of these games, bro. Like that shit could have made the difference in this game right here.
Mm-hmm. Hitstick says right here, we paid the price for not being aggressive on offense. When we had the ball, good field position coming off that turnover before the half, we should have tried to score the touchdown instead of the field goal. That's true, but I'd rather have the points. You know what I mean? That kept us in there. You know what I mean?
What happened to this guy saying we ain't? What happened to this guy saying we're not gonna do that no more?
Yeah, I didn't like that. I was like yelling at the TV at the fucking.
We did it there. We did it there. We did it the next play when he missed the field goal, and we didn't get aggressive on that either.
Yeah, I was yelling at the fucking TV. Like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, why aren't you there? Why is there no urgency here? Like, what's going on? Like, I understand. Like, we're already kind of in field goal range, but like, let's get the ball a little bit more down. Maybe we get it out of bounds and we take a shot. Like, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So it was that was ugly. That was an ugly way to end the half. It kind of, it almost reminded me of like, the last guy on a couple of instances earlier this year. You know what I mean? When, you know, we kind of were like, why the fuck didn't he take a time out there, you know, before the halftime or something like that, you know? So it's like, we gotta fix those things, dog. You know what I mean? Coaching wise and all that shit. So we gotta fix all of those things, you know, and just be more disciplined, dog. And hopefully Coach and Miller can get on the field this week, dog. Because we're gonna need them for sure.
And one more thing, what did you guys think about him using 2 timeouts right before the 2-minute warning?
Right before the 2-minute warning?
Yeah, I would have rather had. I would have had. Why? I thought
it was smart before they converted the second or third down. When they converted the third down, you know what I mean? They went for it again and they stopped it. I thought that was good because we still got the ball back and with time. So, I mean, even though it killed us, you know what I mean, because we had no more timeouts. That's what you're talking about, right?
Yeah. He called 2 timeouts, and then we knew we had stopped them, and we let them set up that play where he tried to, you know, try to get us offsides. They ended up going offsides and going back. And so they punted and put us in at the 10 or whatever we were. Then we started our drive. That's 2 timeouts we could have had right there. That would have, instead of the 20 seconds for him, you would have had more flexibility play calling than doing what Aiden did at the end.
Yeah. Kevin's saying we need an additional back that can line up as a receiver. Versatility. Interesting.
Gonna be interesting coming this week, though. I think that, you know, now they're facing it. You heard kind of let's see if that's true, dog, because you kind of they felt it, I guess, you know, that, you know, with from some of the reports coming out of the locker room, they felt like, you know, and it's never good, you know what I mean, like Grady said, you know, moral victories are never, you know, they're not worth nothing, but you know what I mean, like you know, just the sentiment coming out of the locker room, like when they asked Renfro, you know what I mean, he said that he straight out said, you know, with the regime before, you know, this would have been, you know, something that like the next week this would have hurt us, you know what I mean, this would have hurt us, you know, going forward, but it, you know, it seems like this is going to bring them more together, and like I hope so. I hope they come into this game, you know, go into the film room, and it's just fixing a couple of things, dog, especially, you know, discipline wise, you know what I mean, and it just Aiden needs to be just more of a game manager, bro, and just I think that we showed, I think today we could stay in there with any team. Now it's just, you know, now we gotta start, you know, finding that way to win again under this regime and getting those habits with AO4, you know what I mean? Building those habits with AO4 and teaching them how to win, you know what I mean? Hopefully he could break through that wall, you know what I mean? Like I know he started off 2-0 and shit like that, but on games like this where he needs to kind of, you know, come back and not make mistakes, and he needs to be, you know, play a clean game in that second half just to, like, you know, and we could have won that game. I think a clean game would have just won that game now, but I think this week's gonna be big for Aiden, bro. It's gonna be a big week for Aiden, for AP, for, you know, the whole thing, because like I said, we can't. This is the first of 2 against KC. Though we cannot let them embarrass us, though.
I think what they try to do, in a sense, wise. Go ahead, brother. I'm sorry.
It was great to see Renfro have a solid game today. It was good to see that. As much as I talk about Renfro, it was good to see him start moving again.
Yeah, he did some good shit, bro. I was gonna say something, and I just lost fucking train of thought. So the Jets defense, right? So listen, for the last 2 weeks, right? See, it was kind of night and day, but trip out. It was night and day for Aiden. So in 2 weeks, he's faced the number 6 and number 12 defense. Okay, he won against, barely won against, the Jets. You know what I mean? And then he faced, the Dolphins today, fucking 12. So he's faced some good defenses, bro. But he basically, I think it came down to this game, came down to play calling, bro. I really was unimpressed with fucking Bo's calling, bro. I do believe that. At this point, they need to just figure it out. And what I was trying to say earlier, too, about Bo's calling and having all the players come involved, they need to have a solid game plan. And I think if AP stays, they're going to find somebody that's going to come in and just implement the right offense for these players and stuff like that. You know what I mean? That's if he stays. But as far as moving forward, whatever they did this game plan, they need to get rid of it. against the Jets, fucking they didn't have the ball. I guess in what, like 8 different players, receivers' hands or something like that. Completed like 6 or 7 receivers. You know what I mean? And that he spread the ball around, right? Yeah. So he didn't do that.
On the top, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Bo needs to step his game up a little bit. And even I was even watching DA's interview. He's like, yeah, something was just off, bro. It was just little things here and there. It wasn't completely horrible. It was just little things here and there, bro. That's all it was, bro. So, but yeah.
I think it's just like Bo got a little bit overwhelmed today, probably, you know what I mean, going up against the number 1 offense. He was trying to drop a game plan. He was trying to probably drop a game plan for, like, you know what I mean, time of possession type shit and all of that shit, you know what I mean? But he needs to go with what he feels right more, like all of that shit. Like, he needs to go with like more of a feel. Like, yeah, there's good to have game plans always, but you have to go off a field sometimes, bro. And like, you know, what you feel on the field, and sometimes, you know, you got to take the ball out of the rookie hands a little bit, you know what I mean? A little bit more than what they kind of did today. And, you know, I know, you know, Jacobs probably didn't have a stellar game like that at the beginning, but that's how a lot of his games start, bro. And like, they didn't give him enough in between to be able to punish, you know, like the Miami in the second half. And I think, you know, those defensive linemen were kind of not feeling that that business decision type shit. Like, oh, I don't want to tackle this guy on this every fucking play. You know what I mean? So he just it was a game plan that I think that Bo, you know, he's learning on the job too. Like, he needs to get better next week too, like him, because he's a big part of this rookie, dog. This rookie's, you know, development. He's gonna be a big part of this rookie's, you know, chance to be able to be the guy too. So I think it's, you know, he has a big part of the rookie's, you know, future in his hands, but the rookie has to take advantage as well.
Yeah. Snoop said it perfectly too. He lost the game on missed plays and interceptions. Pretty much it. Yeah. There's two questions right here. I want to read this real quick and have you guys. This is a good question right here by Coach. Coach says, "What are your thoughts if we lose to the Queefs the same way we lose to the Fish?" And it's kind of a loaded question. It's a good, if you know what I mean, because if we hold them to lower points, whatnot, you know what I mean. Go into lower points and we don't score as many points, but then we still have the same kind of thing. You know what I mean? It all depends on who's going to play. My personal answer is it all depends on who we're going to play, how we're going to play them. You know what I mean? And if the play calls are different on the offensive side of the ball, our defense, I'm not worried about. I'm good with my defense at this point. You know what I mean? So, what do you guys think? What do you guys think?
I just think we end up losing like that. It's gonna be more talk. You know what I mean? There's gonna be more talk of getting, you know, like not of Aiden not being the guy, but you know, the defense for real. But it's just like, I just don't think at this point there's no going back anymore, especially if we lose. Because you go 5-7, it's a real long shot to try to make the playoffs anyway. At that point, you know, with 5 games left, you know what I mean. So I think that you end up sticking with the rookie at that point, no matter what. So if they don't make if they weren't gonna make that move this week, like if you don't hear any chatter of that making that move this week, and they lose, I don't see them making that move any time in the last couple games, because it's gonna be already a long shot, and at that point, I think you go towards full. You know what I mean? Let's just see what we got mode.
Yeah.
And let's develop the guys. But that's why this game is big time, dog. This time is, unless they could, you know, pull off a streak after the bye week. You know what I mean? Because it gives more time for Aiden to, you know, kind of get a little bit more acclimated and stuff like that. But I don't know, man. This is a big game for sure.
Yeah.
I think you got 2 different type teams there. You got one with better quarterback play that don't have the receivers that Miami has, that doesn't have the running game as good, but they're a well put together team. They work together. They lead. That's why they're in Super Bowls. That's why they're the number 1 seed. The whole team by itself is together. And then you got one of the best calling. So if you're gonna, and then they're winning games with their defense that Kansas City is not known for doing. So they could beat you in many ways. You know, at least we could break down Miami. They beat you with speed, deep cross patterns, windows.
Mm-hmm.
You don't even know what the hell you're going to end up with Kansas City.
That is true. I like what Raider Room put right here. It says,
Playing them on a short week, though.
Go ahead, bro.
I'm playing them on a short week, and hopefully they get beat up tomorrow.
Yeah, that's another good thing, too.
They're playing a tough team tomorrow, though, that, you know, those guys are going to get after it. So let's see how healthy they come out tomorrow.
Yeah. Raider Room said that. Well, Tay said this about O'Connell. We're not freaking out. He's not freaking out. That's one thing I do like. He's not getting shook. You know what I mean? Doesn't mean just because you're not getting shook, you're not going to end up fucking up and making some bad plays. And just because you're calm in the pocket doesn't mean that you can't intercept. But he says we have to stay together and find a way to convert better. I completely agree. Agree. And then Hit Six says, I think we're going to get some back. Ooh, we're on the blunt. What's going on? That blackjack win got you some smoking on a blunt now. Okay, sure. There you go.
He got money. He got money to buy blunt.
I didn't have nothing to smoke. I didn't have nothing to smoke over there in Laughlin because last night I went to In-N-Out and took some ribs outside, but I didn't want to leave it in the car like smelling. So I put it on the tire, like underneath not the tire, but like on the top of the tire so nobody could see it, right? Yeah. And when I came back out, I just drove off. So this morning I had nothing to smoke out of, dog. So I was like, fuck. I want to go buy a little 2-pack of some blunts. That's the only thing I can smoke out of.
We the people, I seen him with something. He does have something with him that he looks at. It's probably the game plan of the coordinators, but I'm pretty sure, you know, Bo has help with others, you know. But I think Graham's doing it, putting the game plan together himself. But I think Bo has a lot of guys telling him what's up as far as the players.
Everybody on that offensive side has to be better next week, man. Everybody,
they got to be involved in it.
Dolphins for Life was probably, you know, I like Dolphins for Life, bro. He's saying making some good points, bro. He goes, if you guys would care about winning or losing this season, I would just worry about strengthening the Raider culture day by day. That's not a bad move, but we have to win. In order to build the culture, in order to build the culture, you got to get some wins.
I would say that too about 73.
Hey, Tubi. Hey, no, I've done that multiple times as well. No, like I tell myself, I'm gonna leave it here. Don't forget to fucking get it when you come back. I leave it there, dog, and I drive off.
Is it because you smoke weed and forget? Is there proof that you smoke weed and forget? This is fucking around.
I should have just put it in the car. Not give the fuck.
We gotta think, bro. That look at what Bo was doing in his role when McDaniels was here. He was just working with Aiden.
Yeah.
And that was it. He was developing Aiden. Maybe he would have some input in the play calling, you know, a play or two or something like that. He wasn't there to work with Garoppolo or Hoyer or having them do type shit. That was McDaniels and his other puppet, and they did all that. So he's learning this game, how to play call as you go. You know, the last time he said he did play call was a couple of plays in preseason, and that was just probably just a hey, I'm done. Go ahead, we're winning this game. Go ahead.
Real question is, if we go 8-9, will y'all be nervous on Mark Davis' decision? Then the real Gruden McDaniels type shit. Like, to be honest, if we go 8-9, that means I think that for sure that means AP has a winning record. You know, winning out the season because there were 2 games under 500, so only end up 1 game under 500. So that means he'll coach the team to a winning record. You know what I mean, with the rookie quarterback, with the rookie, offensive coordinator, and I think that especially with the Mark Davis shit coming out today, that he regrets not, fucking keeping Pasaccia. that puts shit in his mind already that he doesn't want to make that same mistake again. That's what that's telling me. That's exactly what that's telling me, and that's exactly like it's already kind of. If that's a good fucking that what he said right there, that's fucking music to AP's ears. To be honest, that's music to AP's ears because that's giving him kind of like an upper little hand because now, Mark Davis kind of doesn't want to make that same mistake, which. You know what I mean? It's up to him. It's at the end of the day, it's up to him no matter what. Like, he can make whatever decision he fucking wants. So it's like, I don't think he's going to end up feeling too pressure into it. But I think he does have that in the back of his mind into, like, where if you end up 8-9 and a winning record and, the players are kind of clamoring to bring him back, then I think AP will be your next coach. Our next coach.
Yeah, our next coach, yeah.
The way he wins and the way he loses, it's the way his team goes about it. Will keep letting him have this job. If you lose a game like this, and we can sit here and say, well, it was a tough fought game, this and that. We're improving, we're doing this, we're doing that. Yes, we're blaming the OC, and then we're blaming O'Connell and all this and that. But if that room is together and there's still positive thinking going on in there, a good attitude, and they're ready to go, you got to keep the guy. Even if he does have a same record, even if he has a 6-win season, if he's good doing that, which we didn't have at all, then keep the guy. Because the players want him.
I think we need to get 2 more wins. 2 to 3 more wins. And you know which ones they are?
Yeah.
We got to split with the Chiefs. We got to beat the Chargers because that means we had to earn that split because, they beat us earlier this year. We got to earn that split. And we got to finish off the season beating the fucking Broncos.
Yeah, I was going to say that. If we don't beat the Broncos,
he can do those 3 things and then, show that the AFC West is a winnable division going forward. Then he can earn himself, I think, a job with those 3 wins. And now we only have him at 8-9. But if you can earn those 3 wins, I think that earns him a job. Because those are the 3 most important wins. Because I don't think they're going to count. I don't think they're going to count like if he wins, if only 3 wins, but 3 of them are, fucking Vikings, Indianapolis and the Broncos. Like, I don't think that's gonna fly. It needs to be like split with the Chiefs, the Chargers game, and the fucking at least and put on the necks of the Broncos and just keep them at the bottom of the fucking division.
I want the players to win. Bro. Players are the ones out there, bro. You can have a badass fucking coach, but you ain't got the players. Or the player, then
but if you win this season 8-9 or 9-8, I think that's big time up because just from where we were at to where where we finished, you know what I mean? There was a lot of turmoil, dog, and that's just not supposed to happen for teams that lose their coach at mid-season. You know what I mean? So it's like I just think that it'll be a big thing for AP just to even get there, bro. Like to get to 8 or 9 wins when this team, what I mean? A lot of people, at the beginning of the season had us winning only 4 games with McDaniels, and that's that's before he even started making those stupid ass decisions during this game. You know what I mean? Like during this season, you know what I mean? A lot of people didn't have us winning 4 or 5 games. If you could pull out after all that turmoil, taking over the team at 3-5, and you get to 8-9 somehow or 9-8. I don't see a way you can take the job away from him.
True.
Yeah, my standards are lower than that for him. I think he got some. If he got the players, bro, to me, you got the job. Just put good people around you. If you ain't that type coach, you like to dictate the tempo and the way the game is going to be played, then fine with me. But you better have a badass fucking OC and DC next to you. Better have good people around you.
Yeah.
Not no guy from college or best friend from Arizona State. You need to get a guy that's knows what the fuck he's talking about.
I like Patrick Graham's surge. I like Patrick Graham's, resurgence.
Mm-hmm.
You might need to look into like if Bo can, get this team rolling. I think they're gonna have to look into that. You know what I mean? Maybe getting somebody in here like that's creative or something like that. But I could just see that and position coaches that that he knows that are like ex-players type guys, that get guys going. You know what I mean? Like I like those type when those guys become like positional coaches, dog, because those guys perfected, at their craft, a lifetime, dog. So it's like some of them though, some of them are meant to be coaches, some of them are not. But the guys who can and play the game, those are the guys that you have to go look into, dog. Like and the Raiders are good in that, like to like go hire Rod Woodson, go hire guys like that. You know what I mean? So it's like let's see what we can try to build in the offseason. If and I think AP will be a perfect guy to go out and get some of those guys as position coaches.
That's what I was gonna say too, because everybody, if you listen to a lot of people say, that a lot of people have respect for him in the league. You know what I'm saying? So I know next year he'll bring it, but it all depends on what he really, really wants. Because if they give him the contract, if he goes 5, if he gives us a winning season, you know what I'm saying? I mean, a winning record, like you guys were saying.
His record.
Yeah. With the winning record, that's all he needs for this job. That's all he needs. Then he can build the team the way he wants to, bring in the coordinators that he wants to. I know he's going to bring in a good-ass coordinator. You know what I mean? So this is just like a patch, you know what I mean, to see if it's going to work. He said they're playing with house money. You know what I mean? We've lost. He's lost one game as a Raider, bro. We can't just give up. You know what I mean? We got 6 more games just to fucking hold on tight, and this is what it's going to be. A lot of people said that it was better with, it's better to be losing without McDaniels, but I mean, that's kind of, it's kind of like a broad statement to say, because I it's kind of broad to say that, but yet at the same time, it's like, it's the truth. I'd rather lose with AP than, anybody else. You know what I mean? Because McDaniels, I wasn't believing in him. You know what I mean? So personally, I think that AP is just going to have to go to the next game, just the way we feel. We lost this game. There was a lot of plays left on the field. There was all kinds of shit that happened. So now we just got to go to the next game and, shake it off, and we'll be all right. We're going to have a good-ass game, though. And another thing I would say that was kind of like bothering me, bro. Not bothering me, but it just kind of stuck in my brain is that they're saying that AP doesn't have the fucking sheet. And also, like I said it earlier, too, and I was thinking the same thing, bro, but Thomason doesn't have the sheet. A lot of head coaches don't have a sheet. You know what I mean? So it's like, I don't know if it's just somebody that's OCD that's making these sheets and having them for the coaches, or somebody that he has hired under his staff. You know what I mean? But I mean, that's pretty much the only thing I'm thinking, because he's just letting everybody do what they got to do. He's just leading the troops. You know what I mean? This is what we're doing, so forth and so forth. He's in the headset hearing everything that's going in. You know what I mean? So it's a lot of people got to understand that also. So him getting in comfortable into becoming the head coach of the Raiders, you know what I mean? It takes a lot. So for us to do what we did and be 2-1 in his first 3 games, bro, it's not bad. It's not bad.
You got to think, though, is that when you're a head coach like Tomlin or whatever, that is your offense that you love. So you get a coordinator that runs that offense. So whatever he hears what that offensive coordinator is saying to his play. He hears that shit. That they all have headsets on, so he hears it. So he can say, "Nah, yeah, Usually they let their coordinator do it, But he'll jump in and say, "I don't think we should be that way." Or he'll just say from the get-go, "Okay, let's just run up the clock," and then he calls plays to do that, a series of plays to do that. Or let's get aggressive. Let's get aggressive. That means we're probably going to go for it on 4th down if we get in that situation. So him and the coordinator, they know how it's supposed to go. They don't need no fucking call sheet of plays unless he's calling plays. That's why you don't see AP. He's not a coordinator. So
yeah.
It's like, bro, he hears, put so much on it.
He hears what Bo's calling.
Too much on it, you know what I mean? That's not his job, bro. They said it from the beginning, kind of too. Like, His job is to like keep these guys in line, keep them, with their morale up, get used, get acclimated with the guys, learn them, learn some of their what guys like and shit like that. Like that's what he's trying to do, dog. He's trying to people build that locker room together, which is sounding good. Like because even after today's loss, you hear guys saying like this is gonna get us closer. You know what I mean? Not and you don't hear like the little remarks in the locker room like nothing's really concrete, but you could hear like little backhanded compliments in the locker room, like like when the other guy was here, like you hear like that's not my job, to fix the offense and all this shit and like and stuff like that, bro. Like this is what you want to hear, and that's AP's more of AP's job. That's why they kind of promoted Bo to do that because he had kind of spent more time with Aiden.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? During this, during the beginning of the year with this development. So he was the guy spending more time with him. So that's why they brought him up to, get Aiden kind of, comfortable with the offense because they communicated the most. But now it's time we got to turn it up another notch, bro. And AP, I think he'll have the guys ready in that sense. But I think other guys, you know what I mean? The Patrick Graham, did great today, dog. I can't say nothing really about him. But Bo and guys like that, like the offensive line coach, like I don't know if Carmen Brasillo's still there or whatever, but these guys need to get a little bit, just take a little bit more control of your room and just let's have better execution this next game, bro. And I think that's what AP that's what he provides, bro. So I think I just don't.
You see Hobbs' interview when he was at the lockers?
No, I didn't get a chance to.
He looked like he was ready to go out there and play another game. He wasn't pissed off. He was just saying, "They got one. They got us, and then we ready. We gonna go back to work. Let's go like that." But it sounded different. It sounded
confident. It sounded like what I mean. Yeah.
It's almost like
we let this one slide. We let this one slide because we left a lot of points out there for these dudes. We left a lot of fucking touchdowns out there. At least 18 points. I counted 18 points we left. The turnovers alone that we had on our sideline, on our field. So if we get those instead of field goals or being comfortable at times where we should have been aggressive. We're talking a different language right now, bro.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's just like what they were saying earlier in the chat, dog. The most important thing right here right now, too, even I don't know if above wins because wins does, is kind of like the trumps all. You know what I mean? But the morale and just the culture you're building. That's I think the most important right now because that's what we want to get to get guys feeling good, like and you can see like guys are having fun. I think guys are gonna want to come back to be a fucking Raider, dog. You're gonna hear guys that want to come back to be a Raider like around the league, bro, because they're seeing that they're having fun. They're seeing that they're doing this shit. And I think a lot of guys around the league have respect for AP. You know what I mean? So I think that's why it's hard, but I think the rest of the season is gonna say a lot. I mean, as much as I like them though, like you cannot like go fucking have the same type of going on, even if it is a lot of Bo Hardegree, it's kind of fault today or whatever. Not fault, but what I mean, it's maybe just better play calling, but he put that guy in his spot, so that falls on him. So I think that's going to be part of this.
Learn too, dude. He has to learn too. He has to learn. Bet you ain't gonna happen again. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
From hearing his demeanor and stuff like that he'll know better. He'll say, "I ain't gonna put my guys in situations like that. I ain't gonna put my quarterback doing seven step drops when he's not used to it."
No need to. No need to, bro.
Yeah.
Orlando had a question. Hey, bro, what Raider jerseys do you guys have? That's the oldest. Shit, I get new jerseys all the time.
My oldest jersey is Jack Tatum.
Damn.
My oldest is Jack. Well, no, I got a Plunkett.
I got mine's Marcus Allen.
My oldest is Jack Tatum. Jack Tatum was one of my favorite Raiders.
Vic's on chili this Sunday. What the fuck? Fucking.
Well, my jersey that I've ever had, or just now.
You have
just have right now. Just as of right now, I would just narrow it down to that.
Right now, it's probably just a Howie Long one.
Howie Long, yeah.
But the other ones is just like I have the 3. I have a fucking car one, fucking shit. I have a fucking, but a couple of them. My next one coming in is a Spillane one, though.
Spillane? Yeah. That'll be a good ass jersey to get.
Gabe Spillane.
Gabe Spillane, there it is.
That's copyrighted right there already, bro. Trademark by Gravy.
Trademark. There you go.
Gabe Spillane.
you want that? Spillane. You want that? Gabe Spillane.
Spillane's that dude, man. That dude's fucking good, man. Could have had another fucking a big today, but I mean, shit, bro. He had the fucking rod in his hand and shit, like a fucking steel thing in his fucking hand still. Shit.
And that was the hand that he tried to catch the ball with too.
Mm-hmm. And he's a hands catcher. You see him, dog. Like he's not going in there and trying to catch against his body. Or trying to catch everything with his hands, but I mean,
this fool was diving for that ball, bro. That's how much he wants it. He's laying out for that shit. Even if he dropped it, we needed it. It would have changed the game. Miami probably wouldn't have won that game if he would have picked that ball. And I'll give him for stretching out like that and being that he has a fucking rod in his finger or his knuckle. I'll give him that, bro.
Yeah, he read that shit perfect because I was gonna go for if he didn't read that was gonna be one of those other little a post fucking pattern where he was gonna get caught and it was gonna get caught and it was gonna get taken for maybe another 20 yards because he had beaten the guy that was initially on coverage, but he read it, jumped the route, and he almost took that shit. But it's just I like his way. He read that shit perfect. Like he was reading Tua all the way on that throw. It's just he didn't come up with it, man. And Ramsey did come up with him. I mean, I'm still iffy on that second one, but the call on the field was an interception, so we got to go with that. And Ramsey played a hell of a game today, dog. I mean, it's like he played good. He had some good coverage, but we just got to be able to take advantage of that shit, bro. Like, because there was a couple of throws where
good grabber. He's a real good grabber still.
Where even though he had that game, like it still could have been. He still could have got burned multiple times like that fucking the flea flicker. You know what I mean? That shit was. I mean, he had fucking 2 steps on. D8 had 2 steps on him. You know what I mean? It was just overthrown.
Yeah.
I think if DJ wouldn't have, DA wouldn't have slowed up as much as he did against Ramsey on that route, he would have had that ball because he jitter, and looked inside, and Ramsey went straight inside, and then boom, he cut outside, just a little bit less dancing, maybe 1 or 2 extra steps, and just took up. He would have caught that for a touchdown again.
Mm-hmm. But the Monica, damn, that's an old jersey.
I think Aiden made Ramsey look good. Aiden made him look good. He's a grabber. He was grabbing fucking DA's jersey and Myers' jersey all fucking nice. Not getting called for it. Watch the fucking replay.
No, and then they're calling pass interference on us. And then they're calling offensive pass interference on us.
Yeah.
Yep.
For reacting to it, pushing him off of it.
Mm-hmm.
Some bullshit. And then there was another one down the field where he was in front of I think it was Tucker, and fucking he literally stopped his fucking running and bumped into Tucker, and you can't do that shit.
You can do
That's
it
impeding a fucking route.
You can do it downfield. You can't do it within that's a pick, but you can't. You can do it downfield.
What I mean is he's impeding the route right there. You know what I mean? He's impeding the route, and that's illegal contact right there. It's come on, Rev. I know you've seen that shit.
Mm-hmm. Well, the refs had a nice vacation over there too, Gabe.
I know. Yeah, but that ball did hit. I agree, Castro. That ball, I saw the ball hit the
Cash.
ground, bro. I think Aiden still should have had another chance to redeem himself, dog, because that shit hit the ground, bro. But I mean, it's you know, it is what it is now. You know what I mean? It's a loss on the fucking in the out column. But
you know,
it would have mattered. It would have mattered because there was 20 seconds left.
And still 20 seconds. You know what I mean? Fucking, we're at the 40-yard line. You get one good throw. You got three. I think you got 3 downs right there if you're able to work them right.
Yeah.
2 for sure.
He was working right until that throw.
That's why I'm saying, like, if that ball hit the ground, he should have had another chance to be able to learn from that stupid ass mistake and not force another ball like that. And I think he would have got it. Gave us a good chance at the end of that game. But I mean, the referees didn't want to go review it. I think every people are trying to say, why didn't see, that's another thing that they're already trying to say, like that. Blame it on AP. Why didn't he fucking challenge it? You know what I mean? Because every turnover is reviewed. So they should have reviewed that shit more in depth, because that shit was a fucking, that shit hit the ground, but they just didn't go in depth and review it because every turnover is reviewed.
Maybe the game was over.
Yeah,
I would have threw the flag. I would have threw the flag anyways. Fuck it. It took the 10-second run off. But if you would have had those 2, you would have had at least 1 timeout left, 2 timeouts left.
I had 1 timeout.
You would have 1 timeout left if you want to use that shit 2 times.
Yeah, that shows it was just
when you were backed up. But he's learning too. So.
He had a couple of chances though to on a deep throw where he had the guys open. Dog, he needs to make better throws, because those long throws were like, if he makes those throws, bro, like, this is a totally different game. We're winning those games. Winning these games easy on a couple throws. That's what they say. Like, fucking football is just like, that game of 1 or 2 plays, game of inches. Like, those 2 throws, that one fucking play, the fucking the illegal contact. Like, it's crazy, bro. It's just crazy. But I just like the game that we played. Not like the game they played. I just like the fight, that was still in there. What's coming out of the locker room after? Nobody's holding their head down. Everybody's still looking forward to next week and riding the ship. So like, I just but it's time to put up, dog. Like, you can't. It's no more talking. Like, understanding. Like if you really want to have a say at the end of the season for a playoff spot, which is like that. I'm talking about playoffs in this sense. Like, if you want to have a chance at the playoffs, you got to win this game on Saturday. Dog. Like, it's time to put up. But I still think, even though if we lose, there's still a good chance of AP even of getting the job. But it's gonna be hard, because there'll only be 4 games left, and I think he's gonna have to probably pull off. I mean, there'll be 5 games left, or what is right now, 6 games?
6 games. Yeah, 6 games.
So after next week, there'll only be 5.
What if he pulls off the Basaccia and wins 4 games in a row?
That's what I'm saying. At the end of the year, like, after the bye, he'll have to at least get 3 of the 5. If you get 4 out of the 5, then for sure you're keeping your job. But that's why I think this job is big time to make it not so fucking nail biting at the end of the year. You know what I mean? If you want to get, like, I think if you could get this job done, you go into the bye with so much fucking momentum, because you're 6-6. You finally get your bye. You're gonna have 2 weeks to game plan for the Minnesota, and so I think you can come up with something good. I think Bo and Aiden could come up with something good in 2 weeks, dog. I just think that this week is big time for that, for getting that morale back. I think it hasn't gone anywhere, but it'll shoot it into outer space if we fucking win this game, bro. Like, our confidence will be riding high going into the bye at 6-6.
Mm-hmm.
And beating the Chiefs.
We're going to Kansas City, right?
Yeah.
No, this is
already.
It's in Vegas.
This game's at home.
This game's in Vegas.
Right.
Hey, check this shit out, guys. While you guys are talking, and I'm fucking kind of fucking baked right now, but I'm fucking sitting here looking at the stats, bro. Check this shit out. All right, this stat right here is tripping me the fuck out. We only had 12 first downs, and they had 21. They had 21 first downs, bro.
Mm-hmm.
And the craziest part, they had 422 total yards. Another thing is their passing yards. Okay, yeah, that's where they had all their yardage at, right? But
on Peters.
Yeah, on Peters, all on Peters.
200 of them were on Peters.
Yeah, and a lot of them were too. Yeah. But the rushing yards only 99 yards, bro. That fucking defense, man, that's crazy because they're known for their rushing too. But they're just showing you that how good this team is. They can either beat you rushing or passing. But another thing too is if you really look at this defense, the defense made some good plays, and we had Palomalo in there, bro, playing safety.
Palomalo with the interception.
In the interception. Yeah, that was old throw, but I mean, it's still that was his position.
He laid out. Not many guys can do that. Not many fucking safeties can do that. Lay out and catch the ball like that.
Yeah, so you seen that, but check this shit out, dude. Third down efficiencies. We were 4 for 14. They were 3 for 11, bro. Same shit, bro. Like, you know what I mean? They fucking sucked. Our defense, bro, is fucking great. We just
need the yards per play.
Yards per play. Let me see. Penalties, 5. We're 3 yards difference in penalties. It doesn't show me yards per. Oh yeah, it does. 6.2 to 5.0 to 5.
What?
We had 5 yards per play, and they had 6.2.
Well, it's because they just ran so many more plays, so their average was a little bit less, but because they ran so many more plays.
Yeah. So total plays, they had 68 plays more than us. I was looking at fucking what's the name stats. Fucking O'Connell. O'Connell was through for 271, bro. And he touched 7. That ball, he got the ball to 7 people. The only person that didn't get a ball was Hooper.
I don't know. He threw for 271. I mean, it's better than bro. Like much.
How many times did he throw it?
41. So 24 for 41. Crazy. He had a low.
Yeah. That's what I don't like. That's too many.
Yeah. That's too many. He needs to stay 30. 30 tops.
Too many for a fucking rookie. And a game is being defensively played. The game is being defensively played, dog. That's too fucking many for a fucking rookie. So you're gonna put him in too many situations where he's gonna be able to make throws like what he did.
Check this out. When going into the second half, I remember seeing a stat. He was 10 for 12 with 1 touchdown.
So he threw going into the half. In the second half, he threw it 30 times in the second half.
Maybe more. I would give it. I'll say 28 times. It could have been like when I seen the stat. I think a couple plays, happened, but they completely adjusted to him during the half.
No, he had a lot of incompletions. He had a lot of overthrows, and he had 3. He had 2 picks. He would have had 300 yards if he didn't throw those picks.
Yeah.
Especially that one that he threw, that stupid one when he was in the grass for that guy. Should have just took the sack.
True.
You would have just completed that flea flicker. He used 300 yards and another touchdown.
Yep.
3-something. You would have 3-something.
Yep.
How many Jacobs have? How many rushes Jacobs have?
Oh, Jacobs. Rushing. Josh Jacobs have.
How many?
14 carries, 39 yards, 2.8 a carry.
You picking your own plays? You're picking your own plays at work.
Yeah, you know, yeah.
Receiving?
Receiving, he had 1 for 12. So a total of fucking 50
something yards. But 50, that's what I'm saying. 14 carries isn't enough for him, dog. Because that's when he's barely getting started. You should. I bet you if you would have had 20. Those extra 6 fucking snaps, he probably would have had those. Probably another 39. Probably would have added another 39.
Green was saying something. The announcer, I actually like those 2 guys, Green and what's the name?
Yeah,
Green's not too much.
A good one.
He did a good announcer job today. Who's the other guy? It's Green and who?
Well,
anyways,
I was at Buffalo Wild. It was on pretty much good. It was so loud in there.
Okay, yeah.
They called a fair judgment of both. They weren't saying
and they said the ball hit the ground at the end. At the end, they said the ball hit the ground.
The ball hit the ground, yeah. But
Go ahead, bro.
Green said before I lose the train of thought. Green said like this. What the fuck did he say? God damn it! He said that the Raiders at this point of the game, last game, they right now they only ran the ball 29% of the time. By halftime, I believe they ran over 56% of the time rushing the ball. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I remember hearing him saying that. And then if you look at the stats right now, 14. Then you basically say if you give Josh Jacobs the ball another 10 times, that takes it away from that. That's 31. That would have just changed everything. But he wasn't doing nothing. So yeah.
You look at and then that shows right there the time of possession.
Yeah. I didn't even look at that.
That's the difference between.
That's why. Like,
that's the difference between that 99 yards and what we had.
Remember that was one of the big I was telling you guys before in the last week. We have to keep it up with Jacobs. What we're doing in these last 2 games has been the formula. And AP was saying that was the fucking formula. And they went away from it, dog. Like he should have went over to Bo and said, "Bro, this is our bread and butter. Give him the fucking ball. Let's go. Stop going away from him so much. You know what I mean? Yeah. And when you do go to him, don't go 4 in a row. Yeah. Like, what are you doing? You gotta mix it up. So I think that's why I was like big time on that last week. Like we gotta keep feeding Jacobs out. When he gets to 20 carries, there's a reason why the Raiders have a winning record.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And especially
you have the time of possession right there?
Yeah. Time possession is it's actually really it's a 4-minute difference. It's 27 to 32.
It's because in the first half we kind of held the ball. Because we got the turnover, we got the ball, and we drove it down for like 5-6 minutes, and then we kicked the field goal. And then we got a turnover, and then we got another game. And then they caught up. Yeah, they caught up and they passed us because we started off winning the type of position. Because that's what I was saying. That's what I said earlier. I don't think I finished saying it too. Like the first quarter was cool because we literally had the 3-point advantage, you know what I mean? And we brought the fucking, clock all the way down to almost like 3 minutes. So you know what I mean? With them finally, end up scoring. But it was just like, that's the type of shit you need to do to like beat one of these teams. You know what I mean? Like you gotta keep them off the field as much as possible. But they got away from it in the second half when they were going not balanced. You know what I mean? They were trying to go pass, and then you know what I mean, when they were trying to get like a first down like this, because Aiden might have went 2 for 4 or fucking 1 for 4 in his last 4 throws. Then they're trying to go run heavy. You know what I mean? And it's just that you can't do that. You got to balance.
You ain't catching nobody off guard with that, especially
Cash. Thank you for bringing that up, bro. This is gonna be the last one. I didn't realize we were here for 2 hours, bro. I gotta go. I gotta go. I gotta go hunting a Sasquatch later, bro. Tomorrow, we're Sasquatch hunting.
And you'll probably catch them. You'll probably
We're at.
Bring them back in a headlock, bro.
Pyramid Lake. We're going to Pyramid Lake, bro. Right there. Gabe's gonna meet me over there. You gotta meet me over there. Pyramid Lake, right there.
What's that? What's that?
Gorman. In Gorman, right there. Right there on the on fucking the Grapevine. Pyramid Lake.
Okay.
Let's fucking around. Dodo Barbie doll. What the fuck?
You got 54 that want to talk to you. You got 54 people in here that want to talk to you.
Relax, killer. Relax. Anyways, so yeah, but I seen that shit. I don't understand. I wanted Maury to blitz more, right? But I wanted it because I wanted to get more sacks, bro. And I remember seeing that shit. That was that touchdown, bro. That fucking pissed me off. Middle of the field was wide open. That shit was crazy.
Yeah, bro. It's just
very few times the middle field was wide open.
Yeah, we gotta be more. We gotta execute better, dog. We gotta execute better. Aiden looked flustered at points too. Aiden looked flustered on those long throws because those were throws he should have made, bro.
Yeah.
On multiple times where he went deep, like. There should have been, like, I know he made that one throw, but I don't know if he fell in love with it and I don't know what the fuck happened in the other throws, but yeah, that needs to be cleaned up. You need to give your receivers at least a chance, bro. Come on.
Shit, Dolphins for life. We haven't, but I will now. We'll talk about that.
That's every day, bro. Every day you go all 22 with me. Every day.
Yeah.
as
we
much
talk
as,
about it, but he's saying actually like looking at the film. That would be. Hey, you know what? We gotta look into that. We gotta look into doing. Maybe we'll do that shit.
I got something, but there's already a show that does it.
We'll figure it out. Anyways, I live in K. Okay, so all I hear is Kelsey and Swift. This was stupid. Sasquatch doesn't know jujitsu. Stupid. Shit. Remember going to Colorado, going up to the mountains, taking a big picture of Bigfoot crossing? Yeah. Shit. Low, if you catch one, suit them up for a new D&D. Yeah, no shit on.
For real.
Hey, our defensive tackles did. You know, Max didn't get his shine, but we didn't have pressure. He gets the ball out so fast.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter who you have out there. So I expected Max not to have it, but he kept contained. You got to appreciate what those guys did on the perimeter. They didn't get us out. Usually, almost every game, they get one or two 40 to 50-yard run for touchdown each game. They didn't do none of that against us at all. So you gotta say that's a damn good job by those guys containing that perimeter. And Tua didn't get no running neither.
Nothing.
Nah, he didn't. I'm looking at it right here. Only got 2 for 6. He got the ball to nine of his players, bro. 9 of his players. Yeah, so even Alec Ingold, the crazy stat. Alec Ingold was the first ever touchdown in Allegiant Stadium.
Yeah.
First touchdown. But yeah, even Alec Ingold got 3 for 16. Yeah, so
it was unfortunate, bro. We got rid because he was coming off a very bad injury, and then the regime they want to have damaged goods. But I'm glad.
I think this is a team we could get after Mahomes, because what you've seen this year with Mahomes is that he needs to extend plays to kind of get his receivers open, because they're not as good at the receiver position. Mm-hmm. So I think like this is the type of game where if our offensive line, has played like in the last couple games, they eventually get pressured. All right, I think they can get to Mahomes. They could get to Mahomes. I think quite a bit of times, but I just think it's going to be the discipline in keeping that contained. Don't let him get it outside of the pocket, because that's where he's dangerous, and he's able to, he's one of the guys that's really or the best at throwing on the run. You know what I mean? So you got to stay disciplined on the edges. And I think we can get pressure on Mahomes, though. He likes to, run around back there. So I think we can get some pressure on him. And because what I've seen out of this defense, I think that we're for real, though. And I think KC's gonna have a tough time, but it's our offense. We gotta get that shit together this week, bro. We gotta get a good game plan going, and we'll see how KC comes out tomorrow.
Yeah.
Gonzalez is a Fresno guy. He's a Fresno guy?
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah. Jeffrey Gonzalez, yeah. R. Gonzalez, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Shout out, bro. Shout out 559, bro. Hey, so Gravy, I know we're gonna get out of here right now, bro, but I know you're off tomorrow. You're gonna be off for the rest of the week. So are we going live tomorrow? Are you making it? Are you making a call right now? Are we going live?
We can. You guys want?
I'm asking you.
It's gonna be
51 people want to know if we're going live tomorrow, Gravy. Are you? Let me know.
Oh, you put me like that, huh? You put me like that.
You just trying to put me on like that?
Well, we originally said Tuesday, but
yeah,
I don't see nothing wrong with tomorrow having a reaction. So
you're doing a lot.
Watch the tape, but I wanna advise the chat. Watch the tape. Again,
with a little morning life
and see what's going on. And then we got a quality entertainment from.
I'm not gonna go to the live, bro.
Morning live.
I'm not going to that live, bro.
Quality or entertainment comes from Gabe Spillane.
Gabe Spillane. New mixtape coming out. Gabe Spillane sings all of R. Kelly's greatest hits.
And B minor.
And B minor.
Clark and Roy wants
So
to go
fast.
live after Monday Night Football. Damn, that's late.
Or
dog.
go
That's
live
late.
during Monday Night Football.
Hashtag get that ass. There you go, Alfredo.
We can talk
We
shit
could do a
about
420 for that one. We could do a morning one. We could do a 420 for that one. Oh, shit, we
Yeah.
could do a lot of things.
I
Let's
know.
do a 10,
It's things happen.
We'll do a
Nah.
10-20.
10:20. Want to do 10:20 tomorrow?
That's the gravy show
We'll do a
tomorrow.
10 o'clock. We'll do a 10 o'clock gravy show tomorrow. Coach
All right,
Gravy.
everybody. Tomorrow, 10 o'clock a.m. We're live. Fact. I should have been asked because now I got to do more work. Anyways.
Thank you, bro.
Hey, get my Christmas album shirt off. Get my Christmas album. It's gonna be on sale on my page, dog. I'm gonna put it on there, dog. Don't trip.
Hey,
All
Christmas.
proceeds are going to raffles on the. All proceeds are going to raffles on the channel, dog. Don't trip.
Raffles on the.
You gotta look and sing like Mariah Carey's Christmas album.
Hey, you never know, bro. You never know.
Pause. How do you want me to look like Mariah Carey?
No, he said me.
Oh, I thought you said me. I was like, come on.
Well, both of you.
Oh, he's like, oh, you're okay.
You put on.
I might got her forehead. You
got filters on, bro.
I might got her forehead.
Take your filter off, Gabe. See what you really look like. You got filters on low.
Huh?
Like you got makeup, your cheeks look a little red right there.
Oh man, yeah, it's just it's just some foundation, bro. It's the filters and stuff like that. Yeah, some foundation. Wow, bro. Shit, you got me in this motherfucker for 210. I should have been out of here. We're not doing the show for the rest of the week, bro.
Makeup. Hold on real quick.
We're not doing the show for the rest of the week. We've been here for 2 hours, bro.
Hold on real quick. Gabe got to pluck his eyebrows to get on the show real quick.
It's so fucking stupid, bro. Shit, man. We're out of here, man. We're gonna be live tomorrow at 10 o'clock in the morning, man. I think we're gonna be doing more shows this week. Man.
What's up with that? What's up with that win you was gonna get on fatigue?
Oh man, don't hear about that shit. Anyways, thank you guys for pulling up, man. This is Raider Nation Live. I'm your host, Dirty Low, Gravy, Ready Gabe. Like always, man. Be thankful for what you do got, what you don't. We took the L 13-20 Raiders, but fuck it. We won. I mean, we won some battles, but we didn't win the war. I feel that way. But we'll be live tomorrow, man. 10 o'clock in the morning, man. West Coast, East Coast, Pacific Standard Times. So, man, thank you guys for pulling up, man. Appreciate specifics. And then on 3, like we get out of here, man. Every year, every show we get out of here like this. On 3, 1, 2, 3. Ray!